Easy money. Easy money. You know what's the easiest play to run out here? Out of the I formation, it's slot something. The stretch. On next gen, at least twice a game, you go break for 75 yards, 80 yards.
I left most of my leagues. I'm only in like 3 leagues now.
Total?
Yeah.
Die Hard.
I'm doing some.
D&D.
No trash. Die Hard. Tyrant. Monstars. And RTTO.
I like them young boys and like and Angelo, Jonah.
Yeah, they cool.
But Aaron Jones finna get his shit.
Oh, Larry called me earlier.
He coming tomorrow. Him and Kenny.
What time?
In the morning.
Yeah, he called me earlier. Saying how he won the Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl in Tyler's League. The AOB on the PS5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what was the score? And he was like 60 something, 40.
Yeah, I said, who you play? He was like, some trash out there.
He said he wants me to join so I can have a competition.
I hate that. I told him why I invited you. What did he do? He invited me. Like, oh, get it. Sorry. You want to?
Kershaw joined it.
Still a bit early here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics.
Now you got me using it.
This crowd is ready.
Now you got me using that emoji.
Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa
Is it?
Buccaneers. Fields in the middle of the
You
end
both
zone.
did.
And back here, so they'll bring it out to
The
the
fuck?
25.
I ain't did nothing. He did that shit.
So he didn't say nothing, he just left the league after he
That's it. The connection dropped.
what they said about it.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that's not the start that he was looking for. As he's going to be back and dropped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring us second and 11. Nice play right there to stop it.
Quickest game I ever had, boy. It was only 24-3. I mean, 24-0.
To take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you put everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing wrong.
This into the hands of his running back, Ryan Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
I haven't found a defense that I'm comfortable with on that. On the next thing.
I would dare say that this week
You know what it is?
there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned it to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think
And the defense uses offensive complete. And he's finally
What happened to the corner?
No, so I saw this pointer running back and my God was cut across.
But the corner shit always on the right.
43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Caught at the 10-yard line. For a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Good shit, boy.
Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Okay.
And his kick is good, but flags come in.
Fuck the kick off.
Looks like they're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. Now the man from Utah, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right? It's a week.
Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Darnold. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down.
They'll run it with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now to the air, Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25
The
yards.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And more troubles for him as he's going to get stuck behind the line again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
The game at 14. Justin Tucker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, it's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Yo.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold.
Why the fuck did they pull my man down? Hey. Fucking Tyree Hill? Oh, I do got a mic. I got my headset, but I don't know that shit at around here.
As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hold on. I'm talking to the controller.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Wait, you don't hear me?
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side.
Nah, I wasn't on there. I was talking to the controller at first.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12
I got that shit. I just don't play it.
A 40-yard attempt.
Yeah. You got the PS5 one or you got the PS4 one?
Puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So we will not go to the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What time they got to go to practice? Oh.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock.
Wait, but the thing is tomorrow.
I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
With the moving.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want
Oh, okay.
one more shot.
No, because you said head over there. I was like, wait, head over where?
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raven.
Oh, you gonna get the controller today?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Smart man.
This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal.
No, but nobody gonna pay a high price for the digital.
Across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports halftime report.
You can probably get between 7 and 8 right now.
Receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
Amos done got one?
See how that recipe works. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. Finally get him, but he takes it to the...
Yeah, they ain't gonna put them shits in the stores for a long time.
And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to...
Nah, because that's what people paying for it, so...
Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say,
it's 5:34.
I'm about to make a big play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Block going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And
yeah, that's it. They taxing for them shit now.
Get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did.
Hold on 1 second.
Because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited?
All right.
The guy with the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
All right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back
Chris,
of the end zone for a touchdown.
come here real quick. Like, hurry up, hurry up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch
See outside. I gotta move the truck.
and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Here, I gotta move the truck real quick.
To start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, Darnold. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed. They really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted.
Go ahead.
Be ruled out of bounds.
Yo.
So this will go only as incomplete.
A lot of times
Hurry
it's
up.
that first read that you have.
Because we're going over to the start.
Snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite
Again.
well, and that one's incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. A quick slant to Hill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's taken in by Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Babe, how we gonna do it as far as her clothes? Like I emptied out her drawers and stuff. No, well we're gonna have to go through that stuff. Like, look, before it comes to the house, yeah.
Gonna get this for Chris.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Not yet. All those empty. Just see what you want to take because I watch some more stuff that's gonna go over there too.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
There's bags of clothes, like I'm telling you.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
There was chocolates up there from
that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
2019
Picked off at the 16.
in the closet.
This one back to the 36.
In a limp bag.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On first down, Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Buccaneers 17. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And this one complete to Doolin. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Locke going to throw it here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Locke. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Intended for Aaron Jones. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the deep ball. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the